What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped in. Tim here from the Grayscale podcast. Sorry, let me get the ice back out of my mouth. That was awkward. Let me see how. Yep, we good? All right, cool. So it's Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock. Time for 10 Minutes with Tim, where I give you 10 minutes worth of my 2 cents. Nobody else's 2 cents, just mine. If you don't like it, oh well. So today, I'm going to talk just a little bit about this whole scare that's going around about a cashless society. And I'm going to start out by saying, who carries cash? Really? No one carries cash anymore. Almost no one. Sorry. Some of you people are behind the times and you still carry cash. But almost no one carries cash anymore. Literally, anytime I have to pay cash for anything, I have to go out of my way to go to the bank to use my debit card to get cash out of the ATM to use the cash. Wouldn't it be easier if I could just use my debit card to pay for the thing instead of having to carry cash? Yes, is the correct answer, by the way. There's this list going around, right? There's this list going around of all of these things that you can't do in a cashless society. And it has on it things like kids won't be able to go around and mow the neighbor's grass anymore because the neighbor won't be able to pay them with cash. They could pay them with PayPal. They could pay them with Venmo. They could pay them with Cash App. They could pay them with Zelle or Zelly or whatever. They could pay them. Every kid pretty much has a phone. Yeah. They could get Square or some other credit card receiving service on their phone. I mean, there's 1,000 ways that this kid could still go mow grass and not have to accept cash as payment. They could trade. There's still the barter system still exists. There's like one thing in the list that I actually agreed with. One of the things in the list was, you won't be able to open a birthday card from your grandma and there be like a $5 bill in there anymore. That would actually be true in a cashless society. You would not be able to open the envelope and find money inside. That's the only thing in the entire list that was actually accurate. I think there was actually, let me jump back. There was actually one other thing, I think. But this notion that a cashless society is somehow the mark of the beast or anything like that is ridiculous, first of all. We're already pretty much in a cashless society. So if that's the case, you've already accepted the mark of the beast, because they're not necessarily planning on chipping everyone or anything like that. What cashless means is no tangible cash. All currency would be in digital form, which it essentially is already. So if you're really worried about the mark of the beast, it's too late if that's what this is. Which I don't believe that it is. But point being, if you're worried about that because you think that it is, don't worry. It's over. You've already missed the boat. That boat's sailed. So, in addition, there's this whole thing going around about how businesses aren't accepting cash as payment because of the coronavirus and the dirty nature of cash, the uncleanliness of cash. And yes, cash money, tangible cash money, is one of the most disgusting things probably that we'll ever grab, right? it's just so many people handle it and so many people use it before, and it's never really cleaned, right? I mean, how often do you actually clean money? Not launder money, clean money. So there's this situation going around now where people are saying that businesses are required to accept your cash as payment because it's legal tender in the United States. And that, my friends, I'm sorry to say, is only a half truth. It's my understanding, my 2 cents, that the way that the law reads on cash is that it must be accepted as a payment for debt. Now, if you go into a store and put a candy bar on the table or on the counter and they say sorry, and then try to pay with cash and they say sorry, we don't accept cash, there is no debt incurred. They have not given you permission to take that candy bar and pay for it later. That's debt. Someone has to give you permission to take a thing or offers you a service, and in return you can pay for it in the future. That's debt. That's not how that would work. If you take that candy bar out of the store without paying for it, you have stolen it, not incurred debt. It's not the same thing. Now, if you go to your local auto parts store and you have an account with them where they let you take a product and they charge it to your account and then they send you a bill at the end of the month, that's debt. They have to accept cash for that. They don't have to accept cash if you just walk in and try to buy something. That's not the same thing. I know it's subtle. It's only slightly different and it's kind of weird, but it's been my understanding that it's accurate. This way, look, check that out. That's a little teaser sneak peek of something we got going on. I'm going to take it back off the screen. That was just a teaser. So cash is only required that someone accept cash from you when a debt has been incurred, when they're paying off a debt. Going to the store and buying something is not debt. That's trade. That's, I would like this thing. Can I give you this in exchange for it? No, I don't accept that thing. That's what that is. So yeah, basically, at the end of the day, moving to a cashless society, the only thing I disagree with about moving to a cashless society really is that at that point, it's more difficult, hypothetically, it's more difficult to work under the table or to buy a thing from someone and not incur a tax on it. And you guys know that I am not for taxes, but moving to a cashless society would make it easier for the government to tax us on things. However, that being said, there are ways around that, and here's one of them. PayPal has a friends and family feature where you don't pay a fee. I can send you $20 or $50 or $100 or $200 or whatever right now on PayPal, and neither one of us pays a fee for it. And it's essentially, if neither one of us tells the government about it, it's essentially the same thing as us exchanging cash. Cash App kind of works the same way. Venmo pretty much works the same way. Now, if they really wanted to, could someone go in and look through all of the transactions and dig up our history and see if we paid each other X amount of dollars? Yes, they could. But are they going to? in a scenario of a few $100s between two people that are friends or whatever? Probably not, right? Unless one of us does something to tip them off and say, gets involved with some big money laundering scheme or something, right? Like, then they might have a reason to look into our backgrounds. But if they have no reason to look at our backgrounds, we're probably going to be fine. So really, even that thing is kind of void, right? Like, if I want to accept cash right now for the service that I provide, I can do that. And I don't have to technically put that on my hypothetically, I wouldn't have to put that on my taxes if I didn't want to. I could essentially try to scam the government, right? Now, could I still do that in a cashless society? Yeah, I could. It'd be a little more difficult, but I could still do it. It still wouldn't be legal either way. Another thing is tipping servers at restaurants, right? There's this whole idea of tipping your servers in cash because they get paid. They get to take the cash home with them at the end of the night, and a lot of places make them wait for their credit card tips until the end of the week or the pay period, whenever the pay period is. Much like every other job in the world. I don't know any job, for the most part, where you get to take cash home at the end of the day. Most jobs, you have to wait until the paycheck to get your pay. Like, that's how that operates, right? So it would essentially put servers on the same pay schedule as the rest of the world, the rest of the occupations. So it's not that big of a deal. It'd be a little bit of an adjustment, but it's not a huge thing. So my point is, just calm down. Apart from the taxation thing, going completely cashless isn't that big of a problem. People are inflating this to something that it's not, like people do, right? So yeah, that's basically my 10 minutes. To summarize, going cashless isn't as bad of a thing as you think it is. It's not the mark of the beast. It's not any of that. Your kid will still be able to go out and mow lawns and get paid for it. It's not a huge problem. And also, you can't make a business accept cash as payment for a thing where no debt was incurred. You have to incur debt for cash in the American system to be considered required to be accepted. Otherwise, it is not required that a business accept cash from you. So that's it. That's 10 Minutes with Tim for this awesome Wednesday morning. I hope everybody has a great day. Don't forget to like, share, post, comment, do all that stuff on all of your favorite platforms where we exist on everything. We're everywhere except Snapchat right now, and I'm actually thinking about working on that. So we are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn. Well, I'm on LinkedIn. We don't have a Grayscale page on LinkedIn, but I'm on LinkedIn, and I post Grayscale stuff there. Yeah, I mean, dude, we're where you want to be. Wherever you consume content, that's where we are. So go check out Grayscale Podcast on all your favorite social platforms. Like I said, like, share, comment. Definitely comment. We really like to create conversation with you guys. So definitely comment on stuff. Looking forward to chatting with you again tomorrow night. Revelations with Ray. Be there for that. And then we'll do another show this Saturday. We're going to have a guest, I'm pretty sure. More information on that later this afternoon. Peace. Oh, hang on. I didn't hit the button. Peace.